the brand new intro I was going to do.
Everything, you stupid bitch. You ruined everything. You stupid bitch.
I'm not crying.
You're just a light. Sorry.
What's up, Inner Circle? This is the short and spicy,
The short and the spicy.
which is the Smut Club
The
quickie version.
Ooh.
Quickie version. The Smut Club After Dark.
Yes.
Literally, because it is dark outside.
It is.
It is dark.
It is after 8 p.m.
And if you are familiar with the Smut Club, we record in the morning, y'all.
For very good reason.
For very good reason.
For very good reasons, because, we get a little loopy. We've already sung many times.
Oh, well. You got a preview of that.
Mostly it's me. Mostly me. Just sing it away.
But on these episodes, we banter, we bullshit about whatever the hell we want.
Yeah.
My fan fiction has showed up on my Kindle. Don't look at it!
I'm curious. Was that a
Sometimes.
breast? Was he holding just one singular breast there?
No, it was just a woman.
Was that Draco
on her-
Malfoy?
Yes, it was.
What? I barely glimpsed it. That was Draco Malfoy. What the fuck?
And that might have been Hermione in front of him. I don't know.
What? Pull it back up. Pull it back up.
Spoilers are over.
You're a terrible person.
She's just on her
She's
knees.
in Handmaid's Tale. No.
On her
Yeah.
knees.
No.
Yes.
What?
It is manacled.
Manacled. Well, I hate that title. I respect the author.
I respect
Hate the
all
title.
Now,
What?
you book talk girlies probably know what manacled is.
Manacled.
So this
What
is
is
like
that in front?
it's a girl.
That's Hermione.
Yeah, she's just
And
in.
a
She looks like an
Handmaid's Tale.
alien with a big dot.
She's wearing a bonnet.
She's facing away
Oh.
from us.
yeah.
Oh, the hood. Okay,
Yeah.
I see it.
Tell me everything.
So
Oh, shit.
this
I've
is
done something.
oh boy.
You're reading it. Ooh.
I don't know what this works.
Brandon is touching a Kindle for the first time in his life.
Brandon's here, by the way.
Yeah.
For anyone.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi. I'm back.
Okay, tell
He's
me about
back.
manacled.
Okay, so let me just preface this by saying, I firmly believe that many of the smut girlies that are alive and existing and thriving today were
Sure.
fanfic girlies back in the past, which was me. And so,
That was you.
The past of what?
We've evolved.
you know, when I
Twilight
when I
fanfic.
when I couldn't buy smut on my own, I was like, well, I can go on the internet and people have written smut about characters that I already love and know.
Yeah.
So like a Hermione Draco fan fiction was a very common enjoyment for me. I loved it with my whole heart.
Interesting.
You
this
actually
is
get the satisfaction of turning a page.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is it's a fairly new one. It's very popular right now, but it is like Harry Potter meets Handmaid's Tale, and it's a
Interesting.
Yes, it's
Fuck Swarthegard.
You found the F-bomb.
Yes.
Great job.
Shocker.
you did. It is it's kind of an alternate reality of Harry Potter. It's basically like what would have happened if the Wizarding Resistance lost to Voldemort and Voldemort had won.
Ooh.
And so it's interesting. It's not a light read.
It's not a light and
Is
fluffy
this not a
situation.
quickie read?
It's not a quickie read. It's emotionally devastating, but also I loved every second of it.
Oh, and look, it
If
keeps
you-
the time up there for you and everything.
If y'all go to our TikTok,
Fascinated. Yes.
run over to our TikTok at Smut is Better with Friends, and I think the most recent video I posted is like some screenshots of my favorite highlights from
Incredible.
from the book, and so you can see kind of what's going on. Draco, he loves a hand necklace,
Interesting.
which is something that I enjoyed reading about. So
You were curious. you were
just
invested.
his hand on her throat at all times.
Interesting.
Which I liked. Anyway, that's not what this episode is about.
That's the vibe of Manacled. I am curious as well. I thank you for sharing.
Yes, I will.
That was a happy
I'll throw
accident.
if you're interested in it, I'll throw some trigger warnings at you just so you're informed.
Yeah, I don't. I
Trigger
watched
warnings.
a few episodes of Handmaid's Tale and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I've lived
it's not the
this.
vibe.
Well,
Is
thank
this
you
the moment
so
in
much
time
for
where I
sharing.
can ask what a quickie is? Is
you
this
not
a part
know?
of this?
It sure is. Brandon, are you here in the safe space of the short and the spicy?
Our recorded safe space.
A recorded safe space for everyone to listen
It's
to.
recorded. It is public, but it is safe. You are curious what a quickie is. Do you mean in the podcast sense or in a sexual sense?
Well, I mean, clearly this is what this is about. Like, what is... Do you just get it done really quick?
You've solved it. You've
quick,
solved it.
Quick in a relative sense.
Like in a pace
It
manner.
depends on. It's just like you just get it done real fast.
How
wrong with
fast is
it.
real fast?
Well,
It depends.
penis and vagina.
Yeah, it depends on
It depends.
if you care about if this is in
The
male.
romance of it all.
the
Well,
pleasure of the pleasure's complicated.
Pleasure is complicated. In male, female, heterosexual, sexual intercourse, if you don't really care so much about like the girl having an orgasm, then it could happen in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But what's the point?
Sometimes it's
And
fun.
this is coming from a man.
It's hot and heavy and fun, but yeah, no, it's a good insight that like what would be the point? It depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes it's fun, and then like with the qualifier that like later on your needs
Yes.
are also taken care of.
Oh.
That's the fun of it. Is if there is the understanding that like I don't know. That
Yeah,
more will come later.
So you're like, oh, we're gonna meet some friends in 10 minutes. Let's
Exactly.
just knock one out really quick.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
I will forever be single.
it's a way
That
to
sounds
foreplay.
terrible.
Well, in a way.
But quickies are not. That's the reason quickies are not for everyone. Like,
It can be like a foreplay.
Yeah.
So like before you leave on the date to have a quickie, and then like everything feels I don't know. It's just fun.
Then you have a
Then the
secret.
date is really fun.
Yeah.
And then like coming home, it's like then you can actually take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have to be present, and it just takes so fucking.
but sexual
long.
compatibility is like a big part of relationships. So like if you don't like it, then hopefully you'll find someone who also does not like that as well.
And listeners, if y'all are having sex with someone who enjoys a quickie and you do not,
Tell
a
them
conversation.
no.
y'all should talk about
All
that.
right.
Have
Please
a
talk about that.
conversation about it.
Because it's okay to not like a quickie. It's not okay to not like the short and spicy quickie version.
Oh yes, these episodes you have to like
You
legally required by law.
Legally. But yeah, I mean, there's
Interesting.
something for everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel enlightened?
2 minutes.
Maybe less.
Maybe
It
less.
takes more longer to take off and take off and put on your
Now,
clothes.
if you are
Yeah.
if you dress feminine, if you're wearing some more feminine clothing like a dress or a
You need
skirt,
to take your clothes off?
you don't need to.
No, just move the panties to the side, bend me over something. Let's go.
Woo woo woo!
It's hot. It's kinda
Move
hot.
the panties to the side.
Which is something
Yeah.
that is
Excuse me?
I know.
What do? Hide it under a lip? Like, is it just like...
Yeah. Do we need to explain vulvas again? Do we
No.
need to go into
No.
labia
No,
once
Brandon.
again?
No.
I love a panties to the side moment. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's the urgency of it all.
Urgency is hot.
I know.
Well, yeah, because I can't, I shan't be late. I need to get going.
We got
Yeah.
things to do.
It's
I can't
efficient.
imagine just being like, oh, my partner walks over with a boner and you're like, oh shit, really? Like,
Exactly.
this is what's about to happen?
Well, okay. Well, hopefully that's not the reaction you
There's
have.
consent involved.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Give it your
Usually,
heart.
if
Okay,
we're-
let's
Damn
just...
it.
Damn it.
If we're gonna engage in a quickie, it's like my idea.
You said
Yeah.
hopefully that's not your reaction.
It's I have said.
I
yeah,
said, let's do this real quick.
It should go down for the record. Like my partner has never been like, let's have a quickie,
Yeah.
and me be like, I don't know. Like it has been like I have been like, let's make this a quickie.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, cool, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. He's never approached me with a boner and been like, huh?
Because yeah, that's a good point.
That's not how you do
because
it.
the partner with the boner that's so presumptuous.
Yeah.
To assume that like, hey, do you want to receive no like long? Do you want to not come during sex this time?
Yeah. Wouldn't
Like,
that be fun for you?
I feel like partners should like listen to this and like take notes to what your preference is.
Hey,
you know?
people explore your
guys,
preferences.
gals, non-binary pals, if your partner's listening, turn it up.
Right.
Crank it up. If
when
children
you're-
are listening, turn it down.
Yeah, and when you're making notes, especially like 50 Shades, whatever we were making notes on, pause on the things you need for them to pay attention on. Because I notice when things pause.
Were you taking notes when you watching 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Why
I don't know
not?
why I said that.
You pull your phone out, take some notes. You're like, hey,
why not?
I felt a disturbance during this particular scene.
Find a
Disturbance in the
man.
force.
Yeah, find a man so I can wake up and look over and my headache medicine and my cup of water
Yes.
is right there ready to go.
The best part about watching 50 Shades of Grey with Brandon was like he wasn't turned on by like any of the super hot sex stuff. He
Not
was
at all.
like, oh my god, he left her breakfast and ibuprofen in the morning.
It was the like bare minimum like TLC. It was the aftercare
Yeah.
I
that
need you
you
to
were
please,
aroused
you know.
by. Well, no, that's super
He was
sweet
like,
though. That
oh
you were
my
like,
God.
wait a minute.
He knew what she wanted to eat and ordered it for her.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
he just took care of it. Yeah.
that's just love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hated the part where she's like all naked on her hands and knees and just like waiting for him to walk in the room. And I'm like,
That's not the vibe.
no, I didn't like that.
Okay.
Well, that's data for you to take in. It's like, I don't really want to wait for a man naked
God.
on my knees.
God, sexuality is so individual.
I don't think I'd
Yeah.
be willing to like just put myself out there and just be like, come on, you know.
So, well, that kind of relationship
Walk in with a
requires a
boner.
lot of
Ready?
trust and vulnerability.
And that's a wall that's very firm in my mind.
There you go.
That's a very, very trust.
Yes.
And
Trust.
letting guards
Sex
down.
with anyone requires a lot of trust and vulnerability.
Especially with gay boys.
Yeah, it's vulnerable.
Well, I guess women in the back door situation.
What did we say earlier? What band?
Oh, the back.
Backdoor confession.
Jay was naming emo bands.
Yes.
And
I wish he
I
came
will
down.
not disparage
Good Charlotte.
Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah.
Confession.
Like an incredible band. And
But
he,
then Jay was like, in the backdoor confessionals. I was like, oh wow, that's a smut book right there.
Yeah.
Right there. That's
There
a title.
it is.
On the back door.
Backdoor
The amount
confessionals.
of girlfriends that I've had that have talked about like it's either there is no like median pass for the back door. They are really for it and thinks it's fucking awesome, or
Yeah.
it's like they are really against it and they said never. Like there is no
Yeah.
there's no happy medium buttholes. You know that they're one or the other.
there's not a happy medium
This happened
for the,
at our,
for the butthole.
For the butthole.
This happened with a
butthole
group of
space.
like 20
Well,
women at the
here's the thing.
studio. We were just talking about like,
Here's the
do you
thing.
prefer it or not? And you are one or the other.
We have other holes. Like we have another hole that feels incredible.
I've heard there's multiple holes.
Yes.
told
Yes,
me.
we have to pee out of a hole.
Well, please don't do that. You'll get sick and die. So
Yeah,
don't
never
do that.
put anything in that hole. But
Is it big enough?
No, it's not.
Keep going.
No,
There's
it's
no
not.
way.
that's not the point.
Now, well,
I don't want another diagram. Please no.
So
I think you have to. Okay.
hashtag butt plugs.
Yes.
You have to relax.
Is that an old thing to say, a millennial thing to?
Hashtag butt plug.
How are you gonna redeem yourself?
We were just looking at this game. You're getting old.
How redeem yourself? But you have to be
So
able
if
to
you're-
relax to
Yes,
let it enter.
if you're going to engage in like any kind of anal play, that first of all you do have to be completely relaxed. You also have to like practice. You can't just like go
Where
straight
did this
into
go?
it.
Yeah.
You have to like. I mean, you can't just go from like 0 to like dick and butt. Like, there's no fucking way.
It doesn't work that way.
It does not work that way. It requires some like stretching and practice. So I think
It's not
Dick
for
and
the
butt.
faint of heart.
Yes, and
This has gone off the rails really quickly.
yes, but other things should be stimulated in the process of some.
Y'all's with Hope last week. It just talked about like tipping and waitresses, and you talked about what was that before?
And now we're talking about butt play.
Yeah, we've already went to anal intercourse and quickies. God, I'm so
It's incredible.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
It is the short and the spicy.
My bad.
We have to.
Yeah, it's required.
We're
actually.
contractually obligated to
By
ensure that it's
ourselves.
spicy. By-
Next Friday,
by
we're gonna
us.
get a text in the group chat, and they'll be like, "Damn, that went wild real quick."
They'd be like, oh,
I'm gonna the like three.
maybe someone will share.
The 3 sweet girls that I met at the studio this week that I told about the podcast are gonna be like, oh my god.
Right? They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, Katie Brandon! Oh my god!"
Yeah. No, they
You
were
just
so.
didn't
Oh,
show
I
up,
hope
too.
so.
I hope
They
you're
don't know
lis-
who I am. That's the best.
Yes, if you're listening, I love you. I hope you're listening.
Yeah,
but
do it. Hell yeah.
One of our friends at the studio
Dancing Queens.
introduced me to them, and she was like, "Hey, meet my friends. They like to read." And I was like, "Oh."
They like to read.
and I was like,
What do you
"Hello."
like to
That's
read?
I was like,
adorable.
Hello. I also like to read.
Hello.
I've got a podcast called The Smut Club. Would you like to listen to it?
That's how you introduced it.
And
You
they were like,
plugged
"Oh, that's all I read." And I was like, "Amazing."
As the director of operations, what you could have had was a business card and/or sticker.
Okay, now
Excellent.
She's gonna cut that out.
Excellent point.
That's okay. I don't have one with me, so I have failed too.
exactly.
Yeah, so I take half that blame.
Thanks.
50-50, you know. So
Well, if I would have been there.
So,
Yeah.
studio girlies, if you're listening, what's up? Sorry that you had to listen to us talk about anal sex.
Butt
Yeah.
stuff.
but it was a good workout. We had fun.
Stuff.
God.
I can't.
Butt stuff.
Butt stuff. Butt stuff.
What is going on?
Butt stuff.
Anyways,
No, That should be our opener. That should be our butt stuff. If we could seriously,
Hello.
now jingle.
Welcome to butt stuff.
Butt stuff. The short and the spicy butt stuff.
The podcast has gone on a journey where we have kind
is-
of
take
opened
a
it
journey.
up to something that's inclusive of all things. I don't know if
Correct.
that stuff is our brand.
We welcome it, but
Famous
smutty
friends
butt.
could be about butt stuff.
Yeah, butts are smutty.
Butts are quite smutty. Butts are quite involved.
Anyways, oh my god, did y'all watch Cheer?
No.
Do y'all remember
No.
this? You don't watch Cheer at all? Shit has.
I've like seen
Really? You never watched
absolutely-
Netflix Cheer? That was the it show.
Oh, Cheer?
Yeah, Cheer
I thought
on
you meant
Netflix.
Cheers like about the
No.
bar.
Did you
like
watch
the
Cheer
old
on
80s
Netflix?
Yes. The
Okay, so did you
cheerleading.
hear that Monica's son has now been charged with child pornography too?
Stop
the whole
it.
revelation of it all is continuing. It is wild.
No.
Because like one of those dudes went
You
to jail.
watched Cheer. We've talked about it.
I've never watched that.
Oh my God, why haven't you?
It was like
Let's
the it show.
stop everything now. Like
The reality TV that I watch consists of The Great British Baking Show
I
and Queer Eye. Those are the
Oh.
two shows that I watch.
I
God,
watched both
we've-
of those. I
The
absolutely.
whole Bobby situation is a whole other realm.
Bobby
going on
and Tan. They
He
had,
left.
Yeah, because they had a
And-
falling out, and he has been public about it's
Oh,
Tan.
yeah.
Tan.
Wait.
Yeah. And then apparently there was there's a fight between them all, and apparently Karamo, there was like TikToks. Thank you, TikToks and Insta Reels about like a dude was dating someone from the cast, and apparently they were going to like these massive parties, and there were drugs, and it was just like a whole bunch of like wild shit going on, and apparently like Karamo is not anyway what he is on the television.
So I have.
Yeah.
I
need to
do
find
know
that,
that like, I mean, they've talked about this publicly that like Karamo and Anthony didn't get along at all in the first two seasons.
Karamo and Anthony?
They didn't
Yeah.
get along, and like apparently there were some
I
people
love
in the
Anthony.
crew or like some people that were involved with the show that were like pitting them against each other, and like
Remind me, I'll
What?
send you these later.
yeah. So
There's, like,
there's always
videos.
been some like weird drama with them, but I didn't realize. So what? I'm sad.
So Bobby.
I love Bobby,
Well,
and I love Tan too.
the
and
running. I know, same. The running like thing about Bobby. Anyone who's ever watched a single episode of Queer Eye is that everyone else is like doing this light, fluffy work.
And
Bobby is
Bobby's
working
building
his
houses.
ass
He's
off.
building
Yeah.
an entire house.
Like
yeah.
he's
Correct.
literally working his ass off. You don't see him at all because he's working in like the space of a week to remodel and I'm into home design and it is so much work.
I'll have to send you this stuff later. One of my lesbian friends sent me videos about it, and I was
Angels.
sitting there watching a lunch and going, "Oh my god, there's that much drama in it."
I'm gonna have to look it up immediately. I mean, there's a new
That
season coming out like
sucks.
really soon.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's it.
that sucks.
Those, and it's
well,
without
but
Bobby.
I think everyone else is fine, right?
I just can't believe you didn't watch Cheer. That was like the
Cheer
it Netflix show.
was-
Everyone talked about it.
I guess I'm not cool.
Is it still on Netflix?
No, they went like there
There
big
were two
ordeals.
seasons.
They went through all the seasons. They were fighting. Like they had a bunch of public feuds, and then
you would have loved it.
a dude from the show, ironically enough, what's the thing where you pay for a video from a
Aw.
celebrity to like buy, and you had them do a video recording?
Oh yeah. What is that called?
You pay for them to do a video, and they'll
Not
make it work for-
OnlyFans.
No, it's not OnlyFans.
Oh,
you can-
Cameo.
Cameos, yes. So we paid for, me and my friends had a birthday for B, a girl in our other friend group that used to watch The Bachelor. So we were like, oh, we all watched Cheer, and Jerry was so funny.
Oh, Jerry
It was made the show in many different ways. And then we were like, oh, we found Jerry on Cameo. We should just have Jerry do a cameo for our friend B. So we bought Jerry to do a video. Then a year later it comes out that he's like holds child
We
pornography.
couldn't have known.
Fuck. And then now Monica's son
Ooh,
is literally had worse
that's
archives of
devastating.
it.
That's
Fucking
devastating.
gross. And it's like, hello, idiots.
Truly.
Yeah, after Monica had already retired, everything, you need to watch it. I
Well, and like he saw what happened
don't know if you're a
with Jerry.
cheerleading fan, but like it was.
I mean, I appreciate any kind of athletic talent.
yeah,
really.
the sport of it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's they're in like not community college.
Yeah. T's and P's for that one.
T's and P's for Monica's son. Cheer, fantastic show. Queer Eye. Hope that they reconcile.
We stopped to eat some Oreos.
Gluten-free Oreos. The best.
And we did it quick.
Exactly.
We quickly ate.
We did. And y'all, if you've never heard gluten-free Oreo chewing directly into a microphone, it's piped into your ear holes via headphones. I
not
highly
good.
recommend. It's only slightly disturbing.
Yeah, send us an email if you want to hear Brennan chewing Oreos. Smut is better with friends at gmail.com.
They're gluten-free Oreos.
Your day would be made. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The really fun thing about Anna and I doing a podcast together is that, like, because we're best friends and we talk every single day,
We have things to say.
we always have to, like, avoid topics that are going to be on the podcast. So, like, we never talk about the books that we read.
Yes.
Or if, like, we're going to bring, like, something to present on the podcast, we don't even mention it. And then we show up and
Exactly.
say, I have something.
Which is so
2%.
unnatural. It's so unnatural to like have things that are entertaining or
Yes.
fun or
This
like
presentation.
yes. Well, and it's unnatural to then be like, no, I can't talk about this now because I've got to save it for the pod.
Yeah.
So we will interrupt each other, be like, no, save it for the pod. Save it for the pod. Like there were several conversations tonight at dinner over the soup that good soup that
I learned that penises don't shrivel up in water like fingers do.
That was a fun fact that A helped us understand.
As a woman in STEM, it's my duty
It is
to
science.
learn.
Well, fingers never shrivel, but penises do. So why would it?
Wait, backwards.
Whoa.
Backwards. What?
What?
You with the penis? Tell me more.
Well, like.
Your
Why would,
finger.
why would
We
a
have
finger
talked about our
a finger
vulvas at
prune
length.
because like if it's cold, right, and it would prune because it's always
Because-
going to be this long, this shape. Penises go up and down, literally, quite literally.
Oh,
No,
so
think
skin
about
is
it.
more flexible?
It has to do with like this is it's going to prune because it's so tight because it's going to go to the end of my finger. It's never going to change
But why
shape.
does the water... This is a different podcast.
That's a longie.
This is-
is there a long one?
We need Mythbusters.
What's a long sex?
Is
A
that
longie?
on the-
a
Not
longie?
a quickie
How do
and a
we-
longie?
How do we contact the How Things Work podcast?
Is this going to be a longie?
A 9-course meal. A 69-course meal.
This is going to be a boner.
Nice.
A quickie or a boner? It's long.
Boner.
No,
That doesn't work.
fit.
That doesn't work.
I don't like that.
Nope.
You can make it fit.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's just
Okay.
stick it in there forever.
That is foreplay shadowing for next
That
week's
is foreplay
episode.
shadowing for next week's episode. That's what I'm saying. You always manage to make it fit.
That's
Direct
right.
quote from
We
Russ.
managed to make it fit.
Only in the
baby.
right hole.
Only. Thank you.
In this book-
I'm getting it.
In the hole that we consent to have it inserted
in that particular book, it is only in the vagina.
But it is many times.
No butt
It is
sex.
many times.
1, 2, 3.
But
I wasn't ready.
But no, that's just the octave below.
I know. I got
It worked.
because you sing soprano. You
I
pick a
do.
note that is so very high.
So sorry. I
we
know.
are trying to harmonize
I'm
with
so
it.
sorry. Okay, well then you start and I'll harmonize with you.
You know, if our listeners has made it through this many harmonizing butt songs, you know,
It's just one song.
good-
It's just
good
one
to
song.
know.
It's just if you
Trying,
cut this
okay.
out, so help me God.
wait,
Breathe through the
don't
diaphragm.
silence us.
But stop. Yes, that's what I wanted.
What the fuck is wrong with us?
That's what I wanted.
This is normal behavior.
We grew up in church weekend. Wow, that
You
brought
know,
me
the
so
Lord
much
has
joy.
a butt. I'm sure he's done anal.
Thank you.
I'm sure.
The title of the episode.
You know what?
The Lord has a butt.
I'm sure he's done anal.
Yeah, I'm sure he's on the throne getting rode. You know.
Thank you.
Whoa! Now hold on.
Yeah, it's a great point. I want him to be happy.
You know, he had the long hair.
He's been through a lot. Okay?
I'm sorry. You
He's
don't have to have
been
long
through
hair
a
to be
lot.
gay.
Been through a lot.
He needs to.
Who,
he
Jesus
needs to
has
live
been
it
through a
up.
lot? Oh,
Yeah, he did. Yes, Brandon.
Jesus has way more holes than we do.
Need we discuss Easter?
Okay. I feel a little crazy.
Jesus has been through a lot. Oh, really? Yes, Brandon.
This is why we record in the morning.
This is a great one. This better be all the views. This better be in Guam and London. Continue.
Guam and fucking London. Tell me why this is the two
London.
locations. A
When I go to
country and
Portugal,
a
I better
city.
hear our voices in the streets.
in the streets. In the streets.
Yes, if you need Portugal listeners, look for Brandon on your streets. He'll be
Thank
there.
you. I'll be there. I'll be
Yeah.
willing to take photos.
Speaking
right.
of international travel.
Okay,
Yes.
Anna, hit us with whatever.
Okay, that was my
Yeah,
segue. Speaking of
segue.
international travel,
God,
I got
yeah.
to enjoy some time with a friend who I'm now going to tell her. I've not asked for her consent to tell the story. However, I'm not going to use any identifying information, so there's no way she would know. Y'all don't know her,
Okay.
for the record. But she's never been a guest on this podcast. But we were hanging out. She shared she's been traveling around the world. One of these places that she traveled to was Amsterdam. Amsterdam, I didn't know this. I've not been to Amsterdam. I don't have a passport.
Is that in Sydney?
That's beside.
Oh. I'm cutting that out. First of all, Sydney is a city.
It's a city, baby. No.
I'm embarrassing? You signed up for this homo to be in this house, okay?
What?
Gay homosexual.
Sorry.
The gay, homosexual, homosexual.
Wow.
That we say that because that's how
Wow.
that's how Brandon references
Wow.
himself.
No,
A straight
he
white
rep-
woman being embarrassed of the gay boy. Haven't heard that one before.
Kidding.
I can.
Shots have been thrown. But I can confirm I do not have a passport, but I do know that
I was
Amsterdam
thinking
is
of
not
Australia.
in Sydney.
I was thinking of Australia, not
Honey.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is
Okay.
in the Netherlands, right?
Does that make it better?
Okay.
No.
The point is legalized prostitution. So
Oh.
now I've got your attention. Interesting. So my friend, we're having a great time. We're talking, sitting in the car, and she was like, "Oh my god, Anna, I've got to tell you about this." And I was like, "Oh my god." If I just love it when people are like, "I want to tell you, Anna, about this," because
Legalized prostitution.
oh shit, no, they know my name now. The internet knows my name now.
Yes,
We're good.
they do.
We're good. But
Were you going to say A?
Yes, it's fine. Look, it's past 8 p.m. This is what my brain
Correct.
is past 8 p.m.
Continue.
I'm a morning baby. Well, I'm a middle of the day baby. That's beside the point. So, my friend, she shared, so they went on a tour. Apparently, legalized prostitution in Amsterdam. There's lots of sexy things going on.
To hang out the windows.
It's like the Vegas of Europe.
I've heard of this, yeah.
Vegas of Europe.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh.
well, maybe Vegas has this.
They have
But-
legalized prostitution in Vegas.
Well, yes, I did know that. I haven't
Ew.
traveled a lot, but I did know that.
You were talking about something
I
else.
could
Yes,
never
I'm
get a
talking about-
boner and stick it in something that's been like.
Traveled around a little bit.
I'd be so nervous.
Sex workers are it is an honorable.
It's a lucrative field.
It is a lucrative
Hell, if
field.
I had a hot body, I'd do it.
Exactly. I respect. We support.
I'd have an OnlyFans
You-
right now.
We want
You
them
do
to be
have a hot
safe
body,
and well.
please.
Oh, thank you.
Brandon, thank you for catching that. Yes.
Brandon is very tall, y'all.
You don't. No.
I watch this man dance all the time. He's
Anyway,
hot.
sorry, continue.
HAWT, hot. Okay, so in Amsterdam, apparently, not the same. I don't know if this is in Vegas or not, but there's a place called the Sex Palace, and it is a peep show. But let me tell
My
you how
house.
this peep show works, huh?
My house, the Sex Palace.
Your home. So every time I walk past your bedroom, I unfortunately now I'm going to think that that's the Sex Palace.
I love that you think that we only have sex in our
Shut
bedroom.
up. I know. I was gonna say.
Think about the
for
couch
my
we sit on
sanity,
in the
stop.
room. Yeah.
What?
The
I feel that way
stairwell.
about.
We've
Now I
talked
know how
about
you feel
it.
about my boat.
Yes.
That's how it feels.
My bare feet.
That's how it feels whenever I talk about sex on the boat and you talk about sex on your couch. That couch is a
Of
sacred
course
place.
you were
I
on the
sleep on
boat.
that couch.
We put a blanket down.
With
oh
the
my
ice
God.
machine.
No, you don't. With the ice machine keeping me up. I don't know
The
why that's
stairwell,
such a
we
big
talked
deal.
about it, how she was like, oh no, help me.
Wait, you had sex in the stairwell?
You know, at some point you have to check off all the rooms in your house.
Oh my God.
There's a
Your
checkoff?
home is the Sex Palace.
What, you're just having sex in your own bed?
On the stair landing? There's multiple beds in this home, for
Yes.
the record. And multiple couches.
There's multiple beds in my
Wow.
home.
Brandon's notably looking around all
There
the time.
has been underwear under this couch.
I'm gonna get the red light out, like the night
Sure.
light, like room raiders. I'm gonna walk in and be like, well. Start opening up doors.
Well.
Anyway, sorry, Amsterdam, titties and windows. Go ahead.
Titties and
and
windows.
windows.
Okay, so y'all already knew about
Jesus
that.
has a
Very cool.
butthole.
But the Sex Palace specifically is a peep show. I'm going to read. Well, no, maybe I should. Okay, I'm afraid that I'm going to get the description wrong, but you have to pay €2 for 2 minutes in a cabin. So there's a center stage where people are having sex in the center stage, and then
Okay,
you go
like a
into
sex
this.
club.
Yes, you go into this cubby, and then everyone can see you. It's a circle, so everybody's facing, and so then it's like a safe container for like there's a wall, like nobody can get to you, but it's voyeuristic. Like it's like the ultimate
interesting.
voyeurism. So here the description is: here you pay €2 for 2 minutes in a cabin.
How much is that US dollars? I forget all the time.
I have
Like
no idea.
$150, right?
You're $1.50 to open up a door and see people fucking in a.
Or $250.
Oh.
I know, exactly. The cabins are arranged in a circle around a round stage. You can enjoy the show of the dancers through a peep window. But so my friend said that she could see everybody. So I don't know that this isn't. I don't understand how this works.
So you see her face, but you see
You
everyone
can
else's
not
faces
just see
looking.
the naked person, people on the stage. You can see
Everyone
everybody.
peeping.
Like, yes. Isn't that fucking wild? And you can go in with a partner or by yourself. You can enjoy the show of the dancers through a peep window. Peep shows are part of the history of Amsterdam's red light district. You should definitely have fun while it lasts. Rumor has it the Sex Palace will close soon. Well,
We gotta go.
I know.
Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. We need to go before it closes.
Oh God.
But so my
I'm good.
friend, where my friend came in with this, is she was on a tour, and the tour guide was my sweet friend. Went in, she didn't know what it was, and then went in, and the tour guide was like, "Here, go in," and like, "Here, Pate, let's go on in." And
That's an amusement park ride. It's like Dollywood. Go get you some popcorn and sit
that's
on the
what
room
I'm
4.
saying.
Yeah.
And like a tour guide doing it.
Would
It's
you like a caramel apple while you're here? Yeah.
okay, fine. Yeah. So she left because she's a puritanical American.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I
Wow.
don't know, but isn't that wild?
That is crazy.
I bet people get
Would we
off
do
by
that?
like opening the door and then seeing
would get
other people
Yes,
watch. So
it's
now
the it's
you
the
know people are,
power. It's the
men are walking in there. Here's €100. I'm gonna sit in there for a little while.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would read a smut about it probably. I'm not
Oh
sure
my
I would do
God.
it myself though.
You think about,
Would I do it? I don't know.
you know, like they're wanking off in there probably too.
yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
well,
Oh my
everybody's
God.
wanking. Everybody's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the whole point of it.
And like if you're in there
Yes.
with
It's a
someone
wank
else,
room.
like
You're
you're
just not going in there to watch.
you're fucking in there if you're in there with
You're
somebody
not
else.
just passively
You're not just like
watching.
sitting there being like, good show. Bravo.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'm such.
But like, what I want to know more is in the cabin. Do they have like a box of tissues? Like, what do they
What?
have? Like
No.
in
My
your-
mind is so pure. I'm just sitting there thinking, oh, you're just gonna go in there and
Just
just
gonna
watch.
go watch porn, watch real life.
Brandon's thinking, he's
voyeurism.
like, I'm going to go watch for some technique just to see.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how it works?
Oh, interesting. Where's the Advil and the glass of water by the bed?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, Mrs. Gray.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I thought that was short and spicy.
And you know, people are probably liking
is
like, oh,
short
the
and
idea
spicy.
of like someone watching them,
Yes. Well, voyeurism is fascinating because it is like
and it's just a bunch of people watching each other wank off to people.
yes, exactly. Well, and it always
Oh
makes
my
me think of our
God.
human sexuality class where we talked about this is fascinating, but we kind of basically came to the conclusion after like interview of everyone, anonymous interview, that like public sex is a big turn on for
Yeah,
folks.
people love it.
People fucking love public fucking. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees, and apparently the folks in Amsterdam are having a good time.
Damn.
They're getting
And that's
high and they're
legal.
watching people fuck.
Yeah, but like, do they sign a waiver?
This is like an ND, like a non-disclosure, just walking
No
in.
photos.
Yeah,
okay.
probably take your phone away.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Good for them. I mean, more power to them. I just thought it was hilarious that my friend did not know what that was, and then went in and was like, "Oh,
Oh no!
and walking and just getting
I saw
closing the door in a
titties
room.
against my will. That's Brandon all
He
the
just
time.
like the
Yeah.
tour guide. Here you go, honey. Closes the door behind him, and then you're in a room, and then you just randomly
would
like,
y'all do?
oh, there's a little handle, and you open it up, and there's just people.
exactly."
And you're
would
just
you
like, what the
stay?
hell?
Would you stay? I would stay.
I probably would stay.
I paid €2.
Yeah, get my damn money's worth.
We go, and all you hear is like me, like across the bar, going, ah! Like you just hear me screaming.
Just giggling.
Yeah. Ah! Like what is going on?
No.
Get off of her.
Well, depending on
Start helping. What are you doing? I don't understand. Hey, number
number 4.
Are they numbered? Do they have like hats on? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like depending on what they're doing on the stage, like if it is just like women dancing, I'm like, I would be like, that's cool to watch.
I don't think that this is women dancing.
It's fucking.
Yes, it's fucking. That's
Okay.
what
But
my friend
do they call them
said.
dancers? It's
Probably,
like a-
it's like you can't look away. You're like, oh my god.
It's a
I
private.
would be
It's a
fascinated.
private dancer.
Women in STEM. I'm fascinated.
I just needed
STEM.
for my notes:
Science
technology, engineering,
Engineering.
and math.
And meth.
Math.
and meth. Is that in Sydney? Amsterdam. Is that in Sydney?
Is that in
Quickies are
Sydney?
so fun.
Yeah.
Well,
You have a good time with us.
This is great.
Yeah. Well, so STEM. Yes. This is we've researched this concept now.
yes, we have.
Math, not meth. Cool.
Math, not meth. Yes.
Fun
exactly.
stuff.
That's what
not
that's what I
meth.
tell my students. Math, not meth.
Guys, lean into the math, not math.
Yeah.
What you got, Katie Bird?
Okay, so I have once again scoured the internet, and
Reddit.
as a lover of drama,
Yes.
I just
I'm thinking of our dinner last night.
yes.
God.
That was good,
I had
though.
so much
So
hot
much
goss,
drama.
you all.
One of them was more fun than the other, but
Yeah.
real hot goss.
Smartestbetterwithfriends@gmail.com if you want to hear my hot goss. Just kidding, I would never do that.
would be some betrayal involved, but it would be
I'm not doing
interesting.
that. Okay, so the title of this is I slept with my girlfriend's mom 2 years ago.
Stop it!
And I can't tell her because I know she'll dump me and I'll probably end her parents' marriage.
Well, yeah! Play stupid
Duh.
games, win stupid prizes.
Can you imagine holidays? Continue. Sorry.
Oh my god.
So let me
Sorry,
just-
I exclusively yell on this podcast. I'm aware of it every now and then.
You play
so
stupid
good.
I
games.
hear it like every now and then. I'm like, oh, that was a yell.
That was a yell.
We're back. We're back.
I'm listening to the podcast and pulling out to pick up Katie. She opens up the door and it's
It's
her
my
voice,
voice.
yelling out of the telly.
I was like, great.
Oh, great. That's my voice.
Okay, so let me just first say I'm not the one in the wrong for this, but I have to say it somewhere. It's eating me alive. Oh, poor baby.
Oh.
2 years ago when I
Well,
was
also,
19,
you did something stupid, but okay, continue.
19.
we'll see.
Was it consensual? Okay, one of them.
Yeah, 2 years ago when I was 19, I met this woman while I was working as a personal trainer. She was in her 40s and looked like a 25-year-old. She took an interest in me and invited me out a number of times, and we had sex a few times. After one of our meetups, she said it was After one of our meetups, she said it was wrong for someone of her age to be with me because I was too young and she changed gyms. My girlfriend and I have been together for just under a year. She's amazing and I love
So
her
it
so
was
much.
it was separate. He didn't cheat on her.
No. 2 months
Okay.
ago, I
He
met
didn't
her
cheat on
family
her.
for the first time, and it was a shock. Like,
Walking
What
into
a
the
horrible
house.
shock.
like she took me to the house where I had hooked up with a woman, and I felt like I was being pranked.
Like, this is the house where I've been here.
Yes.
I was sleeping with
It's
your
like,
mom.
like the episode of Friends where Joey walks from the apartment. He's like, "Wait, I've seen this painting before.
Yeah.
This cactus had pricked me before. Yeah,
yeah, you slept with a roommate.
yes.
Stop.
Before
Wow.
before I see her mom, it hits me. I have a type, and they both fit that type, so it makes
Shit.
sense. I've been hooking up with a single mom, and I'm now with her daughter. Then her mom and dad pop out, and we both almost shit
Single
our-
mom. You think a single mom. No, she's married.
Then her
So
mom.
she definitely cheated.
Yeah, the mom did something wrong. Then her mom and dad pop out, and we both almost shit ourselves. I meet her parents, and they've been married for 20 years.
Oh, no.
I realized I had been a married woman's boy toy, and I felt incredibly ashamed.
Oh, well, he didn't know that.
You didn't do anything wrong.
No, not at all. I'm
Later-
sorry you didn't play a stupid game, but you did win a stupid prize.
Yeah.
No. Later that week, her mom finds my number and tells me that I can never speak of what happened.
Finds his number.
I guess
You
from-
don't already have that?
from the
Have you ever
daughter.
been- oh, like you're not being called over to the house all the time? You don't already have the number?
Well, I mean,
guess I
it
hooked up
ended
a
a year
couple
before.
times.
They hadn't talked to each other in a year.
Ooh.
She says that my girlfriend will hate me forever because I'll be the one who broke up her parents. So now I'm stuck keeping this secret.
That's a little manipulative.
It is really manipulative. She invited me to spend Thanksgiving with her family, and since my family is 1,000 miles away, I already told her I don't plan on going home. So I don't really have an excuse not to go. So now I'm going to have to sit there at a table and enjoy Thanksgiving dinner with the woman I had an affair with, her husband, her daughter, who I'm now in love with. I'm fucked.
Not the L word.
Oh, an angel.
I could never.
I think,
They
You gotta
need to-
move away.
Somehow they need to have a private conversation.
I mean,
Stop it.
They can't.
I think he's done there. Like, I just,
Like, yeah.
I think he's going to be like, I can't. Like, he's done. He's done.
Well, because also, if you want a future with your girlfriend, like you will always like
Family portraits.
yeah, like you will always have to like talk about a complicated in-law situation. Like that
Yeah.
would be you would have slept with her, and it would be this big family secret that you would feel like you were complicit
Oh my
in.
god.
Like
There's no way.
Yeah,
Oof.
it super sucks for him because he's definitely the victim
Is
in
that
all
it?
this.
That's the whole story?
That's the whole story.
No!
There's no update.
did anyone give any?
Is there contact
comments?
information? Can we email him?
Yeah,
I
can
need
we
to
send
know.
him
It's a throwaway Reddit account.
Can we
but
help him out?
Someone did say bang the dad and then maintain eye contact with the mom while you do it.
Ooh, great idea. that would make it fair.
I would
Yeah.
feel if I was the daughter, the girlfriend, I would. If he was to be able to just tell me like, oh, yeah, it would automatically suspect we obviously just can't do this anymore. It would hurt, but then you had to move on.
I think
Life moves
so.
on.
I think he does have an ethical responsibility to be like to tell the just not the dad or the mom. Tell the girlfriend, say like, hey, here's what happened. It happened 2 years ago.
But then, yeah, so in a relationship, that's true. Like,
But then be like, I think that maybe we can't be together. But here's you should probably know.
Was there a length of time from
But then
them
that's
walking
gonna
into the house to
rupture.
then him supposed to tell her? It's still going on.
He's well, I guess as at the time of that post, they were still like planning. He was planning to go to Thanksgiving.
Oh my god!
Well,
Can you comment on the post?
I'm not doing that.
Why? You have
100% would.
and create a Reddit throwaway account.
Well, my account is already a throwaway, but
we should have a
Perfect.
Smut is Better with Friends
we should
Reddit account so that we can say,
give
listen to
unsolicited
our
advice.
that we are.
I love advice.
We are not
Oh my god!
This is not an advice
officially giving.
Can you imagine? Now he's gonna like be intimate with her relationship and just think of her mom.
It's fucked.
Well,
That's the thing about illicit affairs.
Yeah,
Oh, the angry version.
exactly.
Oh my god!
It's just such a dicey, like, because it's the daughter, it's so dysfunctional all around because the mom said everything with you cannot tell her because she'll hate you forever for ruining the parents' marriage. But you know who ruined the parents' marriage
was her.
the woman who
You ruined
slept,
your
who
marriage.
had an illicit
With a
affair
19-year-old.
with a child. So not legally a child, but still quite young.
Give me
And
back
so
my girlhood.
that is what we call displacement of this project. She's like, no, this is all your fault. No, honey, it's not. You did something stupid.
Yeah.
God, this took such a turn because
Trust is such a big thing. I would.
I just think
well, but he didn't do anything.
he
wrong.
says he has a
Oh, no,
type.
he didn't. But as the girlfriend of it all, I would be like,
Oh, so from the girlfriend's perspective, it would feel like a betrayal that he hadn't said anything. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I
he
think
should have owned up to it immediately. Well,
I think he's done there. Like I don't think
He'll
he
come
can
back
have
from that.
he can't have a healthy relationship with the girlfriend. He's never going to have a healthy relationship with his in-laws. And he said his family is 1,000 miles away. Like he has no other support there.
Yeah.
I think there's just no way to move forward with
I
that.
need answers. This is hard for me. I'm gonna think about this a lot.
That's the thing about Reddit stories is like
Yeah.
they don't always get.
Now I want to go like,
Weird.
is Reddit an app? I need to go download the app
Oh,
and do a
it's-
deep
it's
dive.
Reddit.
Reddit is an app.
Is
It's
Reddit an
hell.
app?
It's a dark place. But like,
I never was a Pinterest person either.
well,
It's not the same as Pinterest.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Reddit has a much different energy. But I my heart goes out to him because he's trying to salvage his relationship. But I mean, it also speaks to like talking to your current partner about former sexual partners. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of ethics around like, well, what do you share? Do you share all of it?
I feel like that's normal.
Sometimes it's more hurtful to share like the names and addresses of all the people you've slept with. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
that's
s-
not always.
Yeah, I just feel like eventually if I find someone, and I do want to do that,
Sure.
if that ever happens, I don't think it'd be wrong for me to be like, so let's go get tested together. Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
and I would feel bad. I
from
don't
like
think
a sexual health perspective.
For sure,
totally.
for sure.
because I would feel bad, be like, so I'm gonna need the receipt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need these results because
No,
going
that's
together-
absolutely within your right.
I
Yeah.
would think so.
Yeah.
I would be like, well, let me see what you got going
Especially
on.
like
I think,
when it
but like
comes
saying
to.
who you had sex with, like reveal, like
Yeah.
that is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you're totally right about the sexual health perspective. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
If, yeah,
about
if you're
your
gonna be
past,
having
Brandon?
sex with men, you should absolutely be
Yeah.
doing.
What about
Yeah,
your past?
that's
Well,
super
Yeah.
go
important.
check the bathroom cabinet. There's my best.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
There you go.
Whoa. No, I don't want to hear about your bathroom cabinet.
Don't tell me anything about your
Well,
What were you saying about the? Let's lost your train of thought.
it can't.
But
I can't know what I
sex.
was saying before.
But
Sex. We were just waiting for Katie to come in.
she's not carrying her note.
Sorry, I was trying to.
We lost after we
I was
talked about
actually trying to
Jesus
keep us
getting
on
rode
track.
on the throne.
Yeah,
you know,
we sure did. Maybe that was where
Jesus'
went
rock
downhill.
hard boner on the throne. You know
I
that.
don't really want to.
That lost her.
You don't want to think of Jesus that way?
No,
was
You
fully
technically
God.
are dating a Jesus
He
at
was
this
fully
point.
God and fully man. I know. Similar to Jay. Fully God, fully
Just-
man.
that should be your next rendezvous. Put him in like a robe thing and like tie it around.
Ooh,
And
put
dress
him on
him
a
up.
throne. Put me on a throne. God is a woman.
Ooh, let me tell you, you should read Iron Flame. There's a scene on a throne.
Really?
We love to see
Is
it.
there?
Oh,
that's
I
not
need to
Egyptian.
that.
No.
I need to immediately. I have. I need to.
No, it's
y'all
a-
recommended a break.
Space.
Okay.
But just something to look forward to. There is throne stuff.
Throne
I'm
butt
very
sex.
much looking forward to that. Okay,
Is our quickie over?
Our quickie is over.
That was so much
Again,
fun.
It was not quick.
it was.
Sorry, it was a longie.
It was a longie.
It was a longie.
What is the opposite of a quickie?
Slow and romantic.
Was that
That's
romantic?
not as fun of a word.
Slomantic.
Semantic.
Semantics.
Semantic.
God,
Semen.
we covered a lot though.
We really did.
We covered it all. Those are all the topics.
And just think, we just had dinner last night and we talked for hours.
That's
oh
what
no,
I'm
I
saying.
talked for hours.
So Brandon last night at dinner, listeners, was like, "Well, sure, I'll come to the short and the spicy." I like saying it like that because, like, the young and the restless, the short and the,
The
spicy.
short and spicy, yep.
It's ridiculous, but
I was a Days of Our Lives kind of girl, but go ahead.
oh, okay, Sure.
Sure.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it. But the short and the spicy. He was like, "Well, what do you talk about?" And Katie Bird and I were like, "We don't have anything."
It reveals itself to us.
And then
the
look what
theme
happened.
reveals itself as we go.
And this
Well-
week's theme was butt sex
The ones I've been a part
in
of.
3-part harmony.
and 3-part
And
harmony.
Jesus. Well, I'm used to like
And Jesus
prepping
on the
and
throne.
times with like Summertime
No.
Pretty or Bridgerton or all the ones I've been a
so
part
that's
of.
what's
this
good
is
about these
shooting the bull.
Is that
Banter and bullshit.
We have a lot to shoot
all
too.
the chatting
I know.
happens here, so that way people
We're
who
strong shooters.
people who love to listen to our book reviews don't have to listen to us chat.
Sometimes I
Yes.
just feel like this is pretty good.
I know, we have shit to say.
So funny.
Really important, life-changing stuff.
And not
actually.
related to smut at all, actually. So
Definitely related to sex, not related to smut.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
listeners,
thank you all so much for listening. If you like these short and spicy episodes, please leave us a review wherever you listen to your podcast. 5 stars is our preference, but whatever you feel speaks to you, especially after listening to us sing in
5
harmony.
stars.
Yeah, oh my
that's
God.
worth 5 stars and maybe like $1.
we should have a tip jar. That's what I'm saying.
Venmo us.
when we go to Dollywood, should we sing in 3-part harmony?
We
Butt stuff?
should. Butt stuff.
On the roller coaster. We butt stuff all the way up. Yeah.
They have the Bluegrass Festival, the Southern Gospel.
Absolutely.
Until next time, Jesus has a butthole.
Oh my god.
We have the butts.
Anyway, back to my outro. You please follow
was
us on socials at Smut is Better with Friends.
The roller coaster going up and we're all harmonizing.
If you want to listen, if you want to hear your confessions, your stories on this
Oh my
podcast,
God, please.
send them to us at smutisbetterwithfriends@gmail.com.
If anyone could top our sword guy story,
Yes, please. Oh my god, the
Wow.
sword guy story lives in my brain forever.
The sword guy.
oh,
You
Dude,
told me
we have
that.
to we have to read you that
yeah,
email.
It was it's
Yes,
iconic.
The sword guy,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, okay.
If you've got a sword guy story, we want it.
we actually would really love
We're
it.
desperate.
Yes, follow us on Instagram.
Smut is Better with Friends at any social you can
Do we
think
have an
of.
X? Is there a smut X?
Twitter,
A Twitter?
Twitter.
Tweeter.
No, I don't.
An X.
We don't need
No,
All
we
is
don't.
Twitter. We redeem ourselves by saying X, ladies.
Oh, that's right.
you're right.
That's
How old are we?
right.
We are very old.
All right. Well,
I make no apologies.
Until next time. Butt sex.
Butt sex. Butt sex.
Bye.
Bye.
We did it, quickie.
We did it.
We did a quickie.